Developed by Micah Team, Girls Frontline 2 Exilium is a turn-based tactics gacha game. It is the sequel to their previous game, Girls Frontline. In this video, I'll be talking to you about the lore leading up to the beginning of Girls Frontline 2 Exilium and what it can mean for this new turn-based global game. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe or leave a comment below. It greatly helps out the channel and allows me to make more content like this. So, without further ado, let's get ahead to the video. 10 years ago, the commander bade farewell to their past in Griffin and Kruger's security firm and chose self-exile in the contaminated zones. Working as a bounty hunter, their only company is the mobile company vehicle Elmo and a few stray tactical dolls they encounter on this decade-long journey. Life is meager, but relatively stable, which is all the commander wants. Yet the world continues to turn. Old powers disappeared and new ones emerged. The geopolitical situation has stabilized following the chaos after World War III, and in this changed world, there is little need for large private military contractors. Griffin and Kruger's security firm was judged to be too powerful and influential to exist, and so it was forcibly restructured, scattering many of its members into the winds. A large number of independent bounty hunters flourished in the wake, many of which were former PMC employees. Rosartrism continues to expand its influence. In 2064, the Union of Rosartrist Nations Coalition, or the URNC for short, was established, and eventually grew into a humongous political body that controls half of the world. The new Soviet Union signed a pact of cooperation with the URNC in 2066, thus signaling the start of merging of both superstates, resulting in Project Lazarus, a plan to purify and revitalize swaths of Europe still contaminated by collapse radiation. Away from the expanding secure zones, criminals and other renegades band together to survive, scavenging technology from abandoned Zagnus Ferry factories and other places, while ELID creatures mutate into stronger, more menacing forms with each passing day. The year is now 2074. After accepting a delivery mission, the commander awakens to Elmo being raided by the Varjard gang. Their objective is the package being delivered, a strange black box that contains an equally mysterious girl inside. What was supposed to be a simple task took a turn for the worse. The commander, who once escaped a vortex of conspiracy, found themselves engulfed within an even larger maelstrom. Girls Frontline 2 represents a genre shift towards a more conventional turn-based strategy with some twists of its own. Tactical dolls are no longer classified by their weapons, but rather by their roles: Vanguard, Sentinel, Bulwark, and Supporter. There is no accuracy or evasion mechanic, instead replaced by a stability gauge, which provides massive damage reduction until depleted. Dolls also accrue a confectance index during battle, a resource used to cast certain skills, which are obtained by performing specific actions. Weapons are fully customizable with attachments and no longer tied to one character. Outside of battles, players can also interact with the T-dolls in Elmo's dormitory, send them out for logistical missions, and develop their relationship further. Here is some more about the 4 different types of dolls that you can play. First is the Vanguards. They are fragile speedsters. Vanguards have the best mobility out of all units, but most have short attack range and little to no survivability, so you need to leverage their superior speed to make sure they are never caught in a bad position. These dolls include Belka, Diane, Krolik, Ulrid, Zeple, and Zhaohui. Next is the Sentinel class. The Sentinel class is your standard DPS that provides damage for your team. The dolls in this category include Jiangyu, Kurukai, Vitara, Lada, Macchiato, Molson Nagant, Nemesis, Papasha, Peritia, Huanju, Sharkyu, and Tololo. Next are the Bulwarks. They are the stone wall of the group. They possess superior stability compared to other classes, and their skills are orientated more towards survivability over raw damage. Units include Endurus, Rosa, and Sabrina. Lastly is our combat medic support units. Most of their healing skills are either triggered after an attack or also deal damage to enemies. So ideally, supports spend as much time hurling lead downrange as they are patching wounds. These dolls include Cheetah, Centauraisi, Holfine, Dolshnevaya, Hysiana, Lena, Mechi, Nagant, Suomi, and Vector. I'm gonna make a follow-up video talking about each of the characters and their typings in more detail, so if that's something you want to see, please leave a comment below, subscribe, and like this video. I really appreciate it and hope to see you back for another video.